What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a pick and a player that I am very excited to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about Vi mid lane. We're talking about mcbaze. He's a YouTuber, he's a challenger player, a guy who has been using this Vi mid lane pick to dominate games in challengers. We're going to be breaking down this pick, how he makes it work, why it's so good, and hopefully how you guys can make it work in your games as well. But before we get into this video real quick, I just wanted to ask if you guys are not already subscribed, if you could click that subscribe button really quick, it would be awesome. It helps me out a ton. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing, but now, you know, the goal is to keep going. Hopefully we can hit 2,000 faster and hit 1,000. We'll just see what happens. Help you stay up to date on all the latest content, all that stuff, so it works out for both of us. That being said, let's get right into this. Again, this is mid lane Vi. This is something that is working in challenger. This is a challenger game where mcbaze is taking on Froggen, who is a professional mid laner from the LCS. He's one of the best mid laners in the world, really, especially for solo queue. He is so good, and in this game mcbaze is able to take this Vi mid lane and go 10-1 against Froggen and absolutely carry this challenger elo game, and that's absolutely insane. This is a pick that I'd never really heard of, never really thought about, but then once I started hearing him explaining it, and I'll have his YouTube channel linked in the description below. He has a huge YouTube channel. You know, he doesn't need a shout out from me, obviously. He's doing really well, but in case you guys want to check that out, once I heard him talk about the pick, I thought it made so much sense, and I think it's so good in this meta right now, and I think it's definitely something that, if you guys think it sounds interesting, and if it's something that you think you could make work, you should definitely try out, because I think it's an easy pick to pull off, and very strong in the current meta. So first, I want to talk about the rune page and everything, how to make this pick work, how mcbaze does this. So, we're going to start with the skill order. He goes E, Q, E, then W, then max E, max Q, max W. I'll have that up on the screen. Takes ult when he can, but getting 2 points in that E early is going to help you with your pokes, going to help you with your wave clear, going to make you very strong. This is Hail of Blades Vi. Vi is so flexible in her runes, in her builds, and everything, so you have a ton of options, but most often mcbaze is going for this Hail of Blades Vi. There is also a Conqueror Vi build, but let's stick to the Hail of Blades for now. This is Hail of Blades, Taste of Blood, Ghost Poro, Relentless Hunter, Triumph, and Legend Alacrity. Now, Hail of Blades is so good on Vi. It helps you get your 3-stack passive going as soon as you can. You're able to hit people a ton. That's really great. That's awesome. Makes a ton of sense. Taste of Blood is really OP right now. Ghost Poro is going to be good on Vi. Relentless Hunter is something that's very important because mid lane meta right now is all about roaming, all about affecting the map as much as you can. Relentless Hunter is going to make you just able to fly around the map, and as you start to get more kills, start to snowball lanes, you're going to get even faster, you're going to be running around more. It's going to be so good. And Vi, she's obviously a jungler, so she has good ganks, she's good at roaming around, she's good at setting up kills and stuff for people, so she can do that same stuff in the mid lane. Vi, you can roam top, you can roam bot, you can roam to dragons, you can help your team out so much, and Relentless Hunter is going to help you do that, and it's going to be really good. Triumph makes sense. You're going to get kills, you're like an engager, you're a diver, you're going to be taking a little bit of damage. If you can get Triumph going, heal up, that's going to help you out even more. And then Legend Alacrity, you're autoing a ton, trying to get as many auto attacks and stuff off as you can, so that's just going to be really good. That makes a ton of sense as well. I accidentally clicked off of the Vi real quick, we can get that back on. And then as far as the build, so in this game, mcbaze is actually rushing a Tiamat just to help him push the lane. He's looking to roam a ton, he's looking to get out of this lane. Vi has decent wave clear with her E, but most often you are going to need a Tiamat to help get the wave going a little bit. So yeah, you just Tiamat the whole wave, you're going to push it as fast as you can and then start roaming around. You have your ultimate for amazing lockdown, your Q is so good, all that stuff, and that's why Vi fits the meta so good right now. She's strong early game, which is what you need. Games end pretty fast, games are pretty snowbally, getting those first couple kills, first couple dragons, whatever, so good. Also, Vi has amazing roams, amazing lockdown, CC. She's very easy to play. She can survive ganks amazingly well. That's something that mcbaze talks about in his video, that if you get ganked, just don't waste your Q in lane. If you're using your Q, you better be going for an all-in where you know you can kill the person, or you want to have your Q up in case you get ganked. You can just Q away. You run away, you can Q over walls, you can Q away from ganks, you can Q to your jungler, you can Q just super far away. It's so good. You're a very safe pick in the mid lane so short. Your Q takes up most of the lane already. You can be very mobile. So you just have a ton of options. You can lane bully, you can play safe. Also, Vi, even though she's melee, she does very well into range matchups because when she uses an ability, lands an ability on something, as you see there on the screen, she gets her shield. This can help her withstand poke. Also, her E can be used to harass the enemy mid laner and push the wave at the same time, so that's so good. She has a lot of things that make a ton of sense in the mid lane. This is Ignite Flash Vi, so your goal is pretty much to get the lane pushing towards you, and then you're looking for an all-in kill. You're very strong at level 3, you're very strong at level 6. With Ignite, you do have a ton of kill pressure. Vi is strong enough to kill people in the early game. Very good. Again, as far as the build, you're going the early Tiamat in most cases, and then he's going Trinity Force pretty much every game, but then everything after that is very variant. Vi is good with so many different items. Some games he's going Trinity Force into Death's Dance. Some games he's going Trinity Force into Blade of the Ruined King. Some games he's going Trinity Force into lethality, whether that be something like the Edge of Night or Yomu's or just whatever. I think you could really be good with the Vision Denial lethality item as well. He goes Wit's End can be very good on Vi sometimes. She's just super flexible. Also, Sanguine Blade can be really good on Vi too situationally. But you do need to take a look at the enemy team. You need to see what you're going to need. Is there going to be, like in this game, he's against Vigar. So the Edge of Night makes a little more sense. You can dodge that CC and stuff. You're able to tank an ability. You're not able to get locked down in one shot. Yeah, she has a ton of flexibility, a ton of good items, and that's good and bad because you don't have one cookie cutter build, so you can't just build the same thing every single game. You can, but it's not going to be optimal. But you do have to think a little bit, critically think, look at the enemy team, look at your team, look at what your win conditions are, how you're going to be playing the game. But you do have a ton of options on Vi that are really good, so you can make her work in most games. mcbaze does talk about how she is one of his favorite blind picks right now, just because, yeah, she's good in so many different scenarios. There's a rune page, a build, and a playstyle to fit almost any game with Vi mid lane. Also, blind picks in solo queue are always super good. If you pick Vi, the enemy team's not going to know you're Vi mid. You're not going to be getting counter picked. Also, they don't even know who does counter Vi mid, so you're going to be chilling. You're going to be in a good spot. Yeah, so you're going to be catching the enemy team by surprise. Also, once you're in-game, no one knows most mid laners don't know the damage on Vi mid. They don't know the cooldowns on Vi mid. They're going to be surprised by your click on ultimate. Click on CC, so overpowered in this game. You're going to be so strong. If you get ahead, it's so easy to click on the enemy mid laner, one-shot them with your ultimate ability. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. mcbaze is making this pick work in Challenger. He doesn't have the best win rate on Vi right now, but he seems like he is learning her, starting to perfect her, and he's going to get better with it as it goes. And again, even though he doesn't have the best win rate, this is in Challenger. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but he does have some insane pop-off games. He's on a 3-game win streak with Vi right now, where he's gone 7-1, 8-5, and 10-1. So maybe he's starting to figure some things out, starting to make it work, starting to find the right matchups, right playstyle builds, and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video breaking this pick down because I thought it was super cool, super interesting. And I know Vi's really easy to pull off, so I just think it's something that he's making it work in Challenger. We can definitely make it work in our games. So hopefully you guys give it a try. Pretty much it for this video today, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Vi mid? If you try it out, let me know how that goes. Subscribe to stay updated on my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.